guys, it's Erika. Welcome to part 1 of my first listen for TXT's The Name Chapter, Freefall. I mean, previously, the Name Chapter albums that we have had before was Temptation. So that's what trilogy I guess we are in. But yeah, really excited to be getting into the B-sides here. I'm only going to be checking out 6 of the 10. Take out the title track because I'll do the title track in first listens. And then also not checking out Back for More TXT version because... or do it like that with Jonas Brothers because we already checked it out, or then also Chasing That Feeling, the English version. Not going to be checking that out, but going to be checking out all the other songs. So breaking up into parts because YouTube doesn't like it when I throw the whole album into one video. It'll take it down. But yeah, so for this part, it's going to be Growing Pain, Dreamer, and Deep Down. Part 2 is going to be Happily Ever After, Skipping Stones, and Blue Spring. We're going to be getting into those and getting into, well, clearly. But I'm really excited. I do color-coded lyric videos for most of my first listens, just because I find it easiest. I can find a video, we're following along together, we can watch something together, you know, because yesterday I did one for Triple S's Evolution, and I couldn't find color-coded lyric videos for all the B-sides, so what I did was I was playing the song, and I put up translated lyrics up so we could like see the lyrics together, translated version, and sort of listen to the song at the same time. So I think it did work in terms of like a setup for a first listen, but I don't know, if there's color-coded lyric videos, I'm gonna do it. It's a little bit easier for me to edit and get a video out quicker. But yeah, so first song is called Growing Pains. I'm still growing up? I thought we was grown. What is happening? But really excited to still like be checking this out and seeing what they are doing with it. Their B-sides have always been really good, like really good since like their debut. But they hit so different now. They hit so different. Oh, also with the color-coded lyric videos, if anything is wrong there, like it's the wrong member's part or the wrong lyrics or something like that, please don't kill the messenger. I just find them and I'm just like, it's not like I proofread before. But yeah, so yeah, I thought we were grown up. I thought we were adults already, but I mean, they just did like a Peter Pan concept, but I feel like they've been doing a lot of youth-driven concepts since their debut, so I'm like, maybe it's the thing forever till the end. But I also thought they had a song called Growing Pains already. When I was like looking at the track list yesterday, or not, like 2 days ago when they were Chasing That Feeling, I was like, wait, they don't? Like, again, like that one, and also like, oops, just unplugged my phone from charging, or like Happily Ever After. I'm like, they don't have a song like this? Like, the titles are just like so like familiar, or they're like just so like TXT song titles, and I'm just like, what? But yeah, so Growing Pain, let's just get into this. Oh, was this the metal song I heard? They leaning into it, girl. Pop punk out, we're done. That's for the kids. Hell yeah. How lit would this be at a concert? Are they gonna do Lala again? Or another festival? Ooh, Kai. Ooh. Growing pains are more like in the teenage years, and in your teenage years, your older teenage years, you might go for the more heavier metal sound. The math is mathing. My glasses are gonna fly off. I like the sound a lot. I love it. I like how they are keeping rock overall as a genre in their discography, and they weren't just doing it for the trend. I mean, they got 3 title tracks. They got Growing Pains. What an opening to an album, too. Ooh. I fall headlong. Do they mean like you're falling head first? Interesting. Is this like a dance break or is it like... Normally when it's the absence of vocals, it's like a crazy guitar solo or something. That was good. That's a fun time. That live is gonna be crazy. I mean, they already have an amazing setup for like their live shows. Like you can even look at the 2 separate Lollapalooza stages that they did have and how they incorporate their music in different ways. Like it was not at all the same setup for their second time there as headliners versus their first time there, you know? So I think that one's gonna be great. That's like it's a great opener to an album, but it would also be super sick as like an opener to a concert. But yeah, and I love again how they are just keeping like rock within their discography. Because again, I feel like when like a certain genre of music becomes a trend within K-pop, previously it's just that it'll be just a title track and then you never hear that sound again in an artist's album or discography. So that's really, really cool to get, especially a lot harder, a lot more kind of like metal. Really sick, really sick. I was rocking out. But yeah, Growing Pain, I mean, yeah, and I kind of like how it is more of like a harder sound and a bit more angrier, not maybe like angrier, but like kind of leaning into that, because it works a lot well, because when you think, sometimes I feel like when you think of like harder rock genres like metal and heavy metal and death metal, sometimes you associate with a much more like angrier type of emotion. So I like that for like Growing Pains to be a song that has that sound for it. But then we go with Chasing the Feeling, and that's a crazy switch up to go from this retro, oh my god, girl, and then back for more TXT version. Yeah, I mean, we've already checked it out. Well, I guess I didn't check out the TXT version out, but we already know what she's about. Okay, so the next song we're checking out is Dreamer. Ooh, what is that gonna be? Also, the titles are very kind of simple, and at least on Spotify, there's no like long Korean title for some of their songs that I gotta try and read and mess up. But really excited to be checking out Dreamer. It's also kind of like a very, I don't know, everything, this whole album just feels so TXT. But we have Freefall. So yes, Dreamer, let's go. Okay, slowing it down. Interesting time in the album to slow it down. Oh my god, at Lollapalooza when it was like their whole slower song moment. Oh, it was so good. Through my TV. Okay. Okay, maybe a little R&B. The second song kind of started. And the vocals are crazy this album. Oh, break it down. It's like if you ever want a song that incorporates every TXT concept ever. Here you go. We've all been there. We've all been there. If you're old enough. I like it because, you know what, TXT goes for kind of complex concepts. And this kind of like R&B ballad thing, you're bringing a guitar. Ooh! There's not really songs like this within like a K-pop spell. Maybe like Korean R&B, some songs.
Let me break it down for you.
Again, you did? Oh no. It's the end. I love that one. That one's really great. I love the sound of it, this sort of R&B, and then get like this guitar, and you're just like, you know what I mean? But yeah, the concepts, they always go for kind of really complex concepts, not like complex issues, but like sort of concepts that are like hard to describe, like growing pains, or even this one, Dreamer, because that hit me too hard when it was just like from an adult who doesn't dream to the kid who always did. That's real. That is so real. Oh, I never related to a TXT lyric more than that. But it's like true, because I guess like the reality hits you in so many different ways, you know. I mean, you can even look at it if you're a young person, and it's like how maybe like in like an education system, creativity was pushed a lot more when you're in like kindergarten, and then when you're an adult, it's more like, you know what I mean? Or like when you're in like high school or whatever. But yeah, I mean, we're all dreamers. Like, everybody dreams. Not only this, which I have wild ones today. Oh my god, TXT wasn't in it, but they should have been. Would have been a lot more fun. It was kind of, I had a work nightmare again. Oh my, I haven't even worked on a set in like so long. But anyways, but yeah, I think it's like very, very relatable. And it seems like it's more definitely, I think, like a more adult version of like, because again, like they like growing pains, like that's a very youthful concept that you think of like teenagers, and I kind of thought we were past those concepts with them, but I feel like it's still like very relatable, because like even though I'm like 25, I still feel like a child, and so like it just, I feel like it's still very like relatable for someone like me who's older than, wait, how old are they all? I don't remember. That has like to deal with like these other issues. Something like Dreamers still like really, really hit. So I like how it feels like a much more, not like a mature take on sort of like growing up concepts, you know what I mean? But like that's sort of is tackling a little bit more like issues that you might run into when you're older than concepts and issues that you might relate to when you're younger. But I also feel like the way they structure the songs, the way they tell the stories, it's really kind of applicable to no matter your age. So that's just like really, really dope that like I can still find it relatable in a way. It's like, cause like I can always like appreciate a concept and really like it, but relating to it is something very, very different, especially if they are much more youth driven concepts. And I'm just like, girl, I'm feeling my age, my 25-year-old age, but I'm almost 26. But yeah, so I really, really love that about TXT, how again, I feel like again, just they've always had very kind of youth-driven concepts. Like it's now they think about it, they haven't stepped away from it too much. But for sure, like it's still, they still know how to hit it. You know what I mean? Like even though it feels very like youthful, it's still not, again, it's not like a maturity thing. It's more like an adulting thing. But yeah, so the last song we're getting is Deep Down. Are they gonna bring me to my feelings? Like they got me excited. They got me excited. And then it's actually crazy because we go Growing Pain, Chasing That Feeling, Back for More, than Dreamer. You're telling me after Back for More I get Dreamer? Insane. Let's get Deep Down though, because that is the next song we're gonna be checking out and probably gonna be in our feelings. So it'll be fun though. You know, where did I go? Is it like Morse code again? Or not? Ah, horn. Can't hide from your own demons. I don't know the answer. Crown. Again, those TXT concepts are coming full circle. Oh, what the hell? What? I feel like live, laser lights. It might turn into a rave. Deep down, I need TXT more, girl. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna just start fist pumping. You can't beat your own fate. I was wondering if it's gonna be a, because they built up the song a little bit more in the verses, if it was gonna be a bigger drop, or you know the songs that progressively have bigger drops. It kind of is building up. If there's not laser lights when they're performing this live, I don't want it. That's all I'm saying. It would just, the math would math. Is that it? That felt short. How long was that? Under 3 minutes, but it felt kind of... Yeah, I guess if rather than like 2:48, it felt like a 2:30. But yeah, that one was great. I mean, deep down, I thought it was gonna be in my feelings. It is kind of like feelings. I kind of like how like minimal-esque the instrumentation, if you could call it that, actually is. It's really, really cool. The way their music has evolved is so interesting. Like, everything feels like super duper TXT, but it feels like it's on a whole different level, especially for this album. Like, I feel like the last one I was like TXT coded, and this one I also feel like it's like very, very TXT, but again, I feel like it's a very, not like a newer, like a different one, but you know how you evolve as like an artist with your sound and your music? That's definitely what I'm like feeling 100% so far with this album, is like TXT just sort of like evolving with a bit more of a sound that is a little bit more accessible overall so far with like a Western audience. Just again, because like the position they are within the music sphere, got a Lollapalooza twice, VMAs, these collabs that they have, they're kind of being pushed a little bit more into like a more Western market. Their full English songs that they've had for a while, you know what I mean? Their tours, all that stuff, and sort of it getting some songs that are sort of less K-pop and a little bit like super duper K-pop coded, you know what I mean? To a little bit slightly more accessible Western sound. I think it's kind of very smart, but it also is bringing some really, really interesting music overall. Like, I kind of feel that way overall. Like, I don't know exactly what would be the most K-pop sounding song so far. Like, I feel like we don't have one, especially these B-sides. You're just like so crazy. Like, it's almost slightly reminiscent of like an EXO album, just a little bit, you know. But yeah, I'm really loving it. I'm enjoying it so far. These concepts are just like so intriguing, and no matter again what type of TXT concept it is, it seems like there's always very complex issues. There's very again complex, and just like the philosophy of it isn't very easy to navigate or sort of get an answer for, but it's like they still tackle that and very present again here in these B-sides. So it's definitely what sets them apart completely 100%. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for part 1. Again, part 2 is gonna include Happily Ever After, Skipping Stones, and Blue Spring. Really excited to get into those. Go to put your thoughts and comments down below. What you thought about, what did we check out? Growing Pains, Dreamer, and Deep Down. Your thoughts, comments down below. If you liked this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or description down below, or at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erika Games. Currently playing Resident Evil 2 for spooky season. I hope you can join me over there for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Chasing